guys. Where are we looking? We're looking that way.
We're looking over there.
We are back. I feel like I have said this a couple times, but we are Stitching Social. If you have not forgotten about us, I'm Alison.
I'm Jennifer.
And wow, life.
It's been a long time since we've done a video, and
it's been a long time.
Thank you for everybody that's commented on our last video and sending us Instagram messages. We are doing wonderfully.
Fine.
We are stitching a lot.
Yeah.
It's just like every time, I think the past 2 times we tried to get together,
stuff happens.
Like life. Usually what ends up happening is we make plans to do it and we get together and then we end up talking so much.
Like last Friday.
Like
I
last
went
week.
To her house.
All prepared.
And I had everything all boxed up. It's like packing for a getaway when we have to do this.
Yeah.
And it was like 10 o'clock. And
then we're like, oh, you want to do it? No.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Just what happens.
But we've been stitching a lot and thank you for all the love, like I said. And
you've been stitching more than I have. I've been reading.
No, I lost my stitchy bug. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I had mine.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like you've been stitching way more than me.
I haven't touched it in a week. I've been reading a really good book. That's why.
I don't read. I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for that. I have time.
So, we went on a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
We went to the Flosstube retreat, New Jersey, over a month ago now.
Yeah,
so
it's been a month. Everybody's
like
at StitchCon, so hi everybody at StitchCon.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great weekend, and we're totally jealous, and we wish we were going to StitchCon.
Yeah,
right.
Well, we do and we don't. I mean, we just got back, and we're recovering. Our wallets are recovering.
Oh, I wish I was going. I just wish I won the lottery.
That's true.
That'd be nice.
And we have. It was such a great trip. So
from top to bottom, the whole thing was amazing. I will always remember it. And the people that we met, oh my gosh, like, we will be talking about it for a long time. Like, we kind of wrote down some things we want to mention about the retreat, but we will be talking about it for a long time.
So, we went on the Thursday, and everyone was expecting us on the Thursday, but what we did not anticipate was, it was an 8-hour drive, should have been. We did it in 15.
Oh my god. It was ridiculous. Like,
how often do we have no kids, no husbands, just a road trip? We've never traveled as adults. We've said it before.
And nobody rushing us is the main thing.
I was at her house for 8 o'clock, 7:30. I think you really originally wanted to leave at 5 in the morning. And
originally I did.
Yeah, we just went.
'Cause deep down I knew it would take ages to get there.
I don't think I really appreciated the fact of the time, because I had my plan. I mapped everything out. I was the organizer. So I pick her up. We do Tim Hortons run, and we did a drugstore run. Our first stop was the border.
We maybe spent too long in Shoppers Drug Mart. Maybe we should have been like, okay, we have somewhere we need to be.
Yeah, but we were just so excited. We were vacation mode, right?
Yeah.
You're on island time. So we're sitting at the border. I'm really nervous. I've never driven myself over the border. I've only been a passenger.
Yeah.
So I'm just humbling along. And I look over, and I'm like, Jennifer, that's Kim.
I'm like, so,
yeah.
Oh my god, that's Kim. Like,
her window was cracked, maybe that much. And I yelled, Kim.
Crafty Kim.
Crafty Kim. She is on Flosstube and Instagram as well, so check her out. She was at the border. So anyway, that was just total fluke. She thought we had left hours earlier.
There's Kim sitting at the border, and then it was like, Kim, hi, oh my god, it's you. She's like, what are you guys still doing at the border?
Exactly. So, first stop was Golden Thread.
In Rochester.
East Rochester. And this is my trip folder. I haven't had the heart.
So organized.
I haven't had the heart to dismantle it.
I know. You know what? Part of the thing I lost my stitchy bug is because I'm sad it's over. Like... Yeah.
And it's been now like a month. So we first went to East Rochester, Golden Thread. That was a really good shop. It was 2 hours and 21 minutes into our trip. And
well, we learned a valuable lesson. When you're going on a road trip, you should put the GPS to
not avoid
because
tolls.
Of course we're beside Kim, and then we see Kim turn, and we're like, oh, no problem. Like, we're just gonna take the. No worries. Maybe she had to get
She goes that way, we go this way.
And we went the long
story
way.
Short, my GPS. We have one toll route in Ontario. One. And it's right where we are, and
usually
you avoid it because there's no point. It's expensive. You're talking like It's not any of
not
those
cheap.
$1.65 ones.
Yeah, it's expensive. Like, I think to take it the whole way is $50.
Probably.
To take it really far.
You don't take it really. So anyway, long story short, we made it there. She had a good she was there before us. Whatever.
Oh,
so
because we had to
Thread,
stop.
East
We
Rochester.
had to stop. We stopped at Walmart because we had to go pee, right? Because
Oh yeah, by the time I got
oh,
over
the Walmart was fun.
Yeah, your Walmarts are pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. You bought something.
They had bolts of fabric at Walmart. So, like, we, like, totally took our time from the whole way. No wonder we didn't get there till midnight.
Right. So, East Rochester, Golden Thread. We would recommend it.
Yeah, for sure. They have a lot of canvas. Which canvas isn't cheap.
I was surprised because really there's...
I don't know if I knew what canvas was up until...
I knew what it was. I didn't realize it was so darn expensive. But I suppose you got to take into account it's your fabric and your pattern.
Yeah.
So that's somewhat...
They had some gorgeous stand-ups there, like nutcrackers and some Christmassy things and some rabbits. They were gorgeous.
Yeah. Older things, but still stuff that we're all stitching.
I found some old gems, like really cool patterns that I've been looking for. And I think I should have restrained myself a bit more because I just...
It was the first shop.
Like, I just bought everything I like.
You while we're talking about this, you'll notice a theme of restraining.
Impulse control.
Because we didn't have it. I, at one point, said to our table, if I go with so-so, tell me to check myself. So that came like...
I told you to check yourself, and you weren't checking yourself.
But anyway, no judgment. So that was the first stop. Then we were like, Kim, the next shop is 28 minutes away. So we got her to come with us to the next shop. It was in Canandaigua, New York. And I think I want to live there. It was a beautiful town.
I want to go back for sure.
Because they had the street that we went back onto the highway, Gibson Street, to be very specific. And it
that's
had...
the street you want to live on?
That's the street I want to live on. Because on one, like, you'll have a house that's like a pink lady house next to, like, a plantation style, like you would think it would be in the middle of Georgia.
Gorgeous homes. Everybody took really good care of their places. And there seems like there would be a lot of bed and breakfast and historical sites there. I don't know, but we're going back because that store... shop... we were really giddy at that store.
That shop was Expressions in Needlearts.
I couldn't stop laughing. I think I was high or something on patterns and floss. Like, I was...
Well, because... In the first stop, she's still she's kitting up. She's on the floor, and she's, like, pulling...
Yeah, because I had to kit up my royal wedding salve.
She was kitting up,
I was spread out,
like,
in golden threads.
Doing her own colors, so she was like, they were full on. I go out and I go have lunch.
Yeah, she went out and had a meal.
I had our picnic lunch that we made. So, Expressions in Needle Art was the second shop. Fantastic shop. They had more newer stuff.
Yeah.
Smaller section of cross stitch, but everything was...
The ladies that worked there were lovely.
They were very nice. Actually, you went up to one lady and was asking questions. Turns out she didn't even work there. Yeah. She was just friends with the owner.
I assumed she worked there. I don't even know her name, and she was so nice. She was helping me pick out floss for a last-minute pattern that I had to add to the pile.
As we all do.
Right.
And they also had knitting. A lot of knitting stuff at that
And
shop.
some nice giftware, too. Some really, really nice giftware. Like, crafty, people-related. Like, it was gorgeous store.
So that was Expressions in Needle Arts.
Yeah.
Then, tragedy struck because it's 5 o'clock. We've already spent the majority of a business day shopping at the first
It might
two
have
shops.
been like 5:50 or something.
The next stop was
God.
supposed to be Stitchery Row in Endicott, New York, but that was 2 hours and 16 minutes away with no traffic, and they closed at... What time did they close at? Again, it's on my list. They were only open till 6, and it was like 4:45.
So Kim got into her car, we got into ours, and we're like...
Then we
kind of talked about it before we got in, and we're like, yeah, okay, that was kind of a letdown. Okay, no more stops. And then, like, the long drive to New Jersey, like...
In Endicott? New York, I'm probably saying that wrong.
You know, we saved a lot of money by not seeing that store.
Probably.
And one day we'll go back.
One day. So anyway, so we got there all in one piece. It was midnight. So that was our trip down. Now, the trip home, because we shopped, which we'll talk about. But then we had originally 3 shops on the way down. We were going to do 2 shops on the way home.
Right.
So the first stop was supposed to be
wishful thinking.
Witch's Stitches in Big Flats, New York.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided to axe that one only because of time. We were both pretty spent. And
yeah, we were exhausted. Like,
it's more of a quilt shop too.
The whole experience, if you haven't been to a retreat, you really should go to at least one. Mm-hmm. I know most people would love to go to one, but it was very overwhelming. Like, at some points I just had to sit and just look around. Like, it was so overwhelming to meet all these amazing people that do the same hobby as you. And
we were with our people.
And the shopping and the, like...
So we cut
it was
first
amazing.
stop. And then we went to Stitcher's Garden in...
Oh, that store. I want to move there.
Stitcher's Garden in Fayette, New York.
Yeah.
If you are in New York...
Yeah, go to Fayette.
Fayette. I think I'm saying that right. Stitcher's Garden. There's pictures on my Instagram, Strawberry Stitcher, of the shop. It was beautiful. Honestly, it was.
I didn't know. I thought maybe we were going the wrong way. Like, I was like a little worried.
You're in the country.
I was a little worried. I'm like, we're in the country, and then all of a sudden, this little gem like opens up. Like,
it was a barn.
Oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Little pond. And it was about 4 hours into the trip. 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, it was a well-needed break. Like, we were go to get home. Which, the tolls on the way home were very different on the tolls on the way there. And thank God we had enough change. Because, like, what do you do when you get to a toll and you don't have the change? Like, we didn't know. And there must be a website that you can look up the toll so that you can expect your trip.
We talked about Stitcher's Garden, about what happens, because... We literally were counting our pennies to make the tolls because I had all ones
to get more.
Yeah, I had all ones for the way home. Because we expected they'd be manned, but although in Florida, I knew there was unmanned tolls because they're in Florida. There was more unmanned tolls than tolls.
Going back to Citrus Garden, I just thought of something pinged into my head. They do retreat once a year in March, right? In March.
That's dicey for traveling.
Yeah, but if you live in that area and you don't know about it, you should look it up, give them a call. We actually were speaking with the owner, and she was amazing, and her fabric selection was amazing. And actually, I want to say something because I've never seen this before. Her fabric was she had bolts of fabric there, and it was all covered up in plastic, so it was protected from the light, it was protected from the dust. And it was, like, you didn't even need to see it for yourself. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to looking and then picking and choosing, laying it out and doing a floss toss on it. Well, her fabric, like, you could ask her. She knew what to, and she had a big table to set it out on. Just amazing. Like, I would go back there in a heartbeat. Yeah. And we will. We will go back there. We've talked about it with Kim before.
Yeah, I think we'll make a weekend trip of it. Mm-hmm. It was about 4.5 hours home. So...
It is far, but
doable for a nice weekend.
It's doable for a nice girls' weekend.
And she was saying, the owner was saying that she had the primitive hair, Isabella? Primitive hair once at one of the retreats because she was in the U.S. for market.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd love to go to one of her retreats.
Yes, she had
the service. Oh my god,
she knew all of her stuff, and I mean, I was getting a red. And to match what I bought at Needleworker's Delight. And I'm like, ooh, that's not quite as bright as the one I have. Mm-hmm. Okay. So she goes in and she pulls out this bag. There must have been 24 skeins of the same color. No joke.
The stock, like everything you have. I had a list of stuff, specialty floss, and we did it in 5 minutes. Like, she was just like, boom, boom, boom. I just listed the colors, and she knew her stuff. That shop was amazing.
Here's my mug I bought at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were worried that we weren't going to have change,
dollar bills,
change for our tolls. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'll buy this New Jersey mug. Mm-hmm. And then turns out we didn't need any of the change. So now I have a wallet full of change for the next time
we go back.
Okay, so you wanted to talk a little bit of the actual retreat. It was fantastic. Yeah. It's been a month. You've seen lots of people's attendees, videos. Lori from Once Upon a Stitch has a fantastic video.
Lori, you're amazing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we are
instant friends.
Instant friends. She does a great video where she goes through every single item of the amazing swag bags that we got.
And we're not going to go through all of that again.
Because you need to check out her video to see that. They're pretty much the same, just different colors.
My bag is still put together. Like, it's still, everything's all in the bag. Like, I don't even want to admit that we've been and gone, and we're home. Like, it's like I'm a little in denial. So my bag is still together, but go check out Lori's video, and
she goes through everything. So as everyone knows, there was a freebie table, and we're gonna show one or two things of our favorites of what we got from the freebie table.
The freebie table, McKenna even mentioned, she said this is the best freebie table I've ever seen. Like,
every time you would go up,
people
there would
were
be new
very
things.
Generous.
Yeah,
you brought a huge bag of stuff. And
I
put
had
it
a
out
whole
on the
bunch
table.
of lavender and laces that just aren't my jam or yours.
Yeah.
So we put them out, as well as some things that we've stitched. It was fantastic. So show them. Do you have yours? I have mine right here.
Yeah, I do. And
well, while you get organized, I'm gonna show.
I'm organized.
Okay.
You go ahead though.
No, go ahead.
I'm organized. For once, I'm learning. Okay, so I don't know who put these on the table, but they're awesome. So, Rosewood Manor Barnwood buttons. I got this pattern. See, I'm so used to the camera being on the other side, so I keep looking.
Oh, that's a Rosewood Manor.
Can you see?
Yep.
And so, it's barnyard buttons. Yeah. So, that's really cool. So, thank you, whoever put that on the table. I love it. And I've got a thing for robins lately. So, this is a Sam Sarah pattern. Ours for Robin. Oh, I thought that was a piece of paper on the thing. It's a button or something.
Oh, what is that? Is that a sticker?
Robins. No,
it's part of the pattern.
Part of the patterns. Part of the pattern. It's a button. And then I got Brooks Books. So thank you to whoever put this on the table. This is amazing. My daughter's going to love this.
Which one?
Princess Dress, and it's a series.
You got that?
Yeah.
Somebody is
Yes,
stitching them.
Busy
So many
Lizzie.
people are stitching them. Yes, Belle. Someone just finished Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's weird, though, that the crown is floating? Because it's just the dress? Do you think you would put it, like, off to the side, maybe?
No.
I want to stitch that.
Well, okay, we have so many patterns. Like
we had to
control ourselves.
What to show
What to show, because we didn't control ourselves in what we bought. It's a little embarrassing, and really...
I'm not embarrassed.
You're not? I'm a little embarrassed, because... And then I got this freebie.
I stayed on budget. Minus
I don't even
one
know
thing.
if I stayed on budget. Okay. So, because everything...
Lori brought this.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori.
She stitched it.
Mirabilia, it's a freebie. It's the cherub, and I've seen it. She stitched it, and she brought it to the retreat.
And she's stitching the other freebie, too.
So, that's why I'm holding it up. It's a freebie pattern, and oh my gosh.
It's still available, I think.
Oh, I have to... If you want to stitch this, maybe try going to the website, Mirabilia Designs.
Just Google it.
But yeah, oh my gosh, I want to stitch this so badly. And I saw it in Golden Threads finished too, and it was beautiful. And I saw it there, and I'm like, oh my god, done, sold.
Have you limited to just those that you're showing?
Yeah, I'm just showing that.
Okay, so for my freebie scores, I got this Lavender Wings. It's already open, so I'll just...
I feel like people were dropping stuff off a little by little throughout the retreat, because I'd go up at different times and I'd see something and I'd be like, oh my gosh, where did this come from? Like the Cinderella, it wasn't there when I first looked.
I know. So I got this Lavender Wings. What's it called?
Oh, that's so cute.
It's called Santa's Magical Coat of Colors.
See, I forget what she bought, and I've looked at it a million times.
Like, look at this, people.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
This is, let me get even closer. This is totally me. I love Christmas.
Oh, that is so cute.
Is it focusing? Yeah.
Yeah.
And...
Who's that by?
It's by Lavender Wings, and it's actually adopted from an art painting, or painting from a Canadian from Toronto. It says a little blurb on the back.
That's really cool.
So I think I'm going to stitch this year. This might be my Christmas piece. So
that's nice.
It's one of those things where...
And this was from the freebie table.
This is from the freebie table. I don't want to say one man's trash is another treasure, because that's not what it is. But when you're done with something, or if you have something that's no longer your style, these freebie tables at these events are fantastic.
I know.
Because, like, what year's this? This doesn't, I can't even, it's not really available of the year. But, I mean, it's fantastic.
One thing, can I interrupt you for a minute? I always do anyways. But one thing that we have skipped over is big thank you to Arlene and McKenna for hosting the retreat. And
reiterate what everyone has said.
Like,
it's a lot of work.
The amount of work that Arlene and McKenna put into this, to every single step along the way, right? Even to the beginning with the planning process and keeping everybody in the loop, Arlene, about everything that's going on and how to, like, she took a video.
Was good.
The communication, like, she took a video of her walking from the hotel over to the shop, like, on this dicey road, like, just because some people wanted to know what it would be like to walk, and just the planning that went into this, and it was
well executed.
The event was
If there were any issues, nobody knew about them.
She sent a survey out, and I had nothing bad to say. Like, well done, amazing,
fantastic.
The
next one is Ho 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 from Art to Heart. I just really...
That's okay. That's okay.
I can't see.
That's so cute. Just Another Button Company. Oh,
yeah.
They have some really cute patterns. Like, super cute.
Like,
that's really cute.
Look at that big fat snowman. It's the O. I don't know. I think it's really cute.
That's so cute.
It's not even open, people. Well, no, the bottom is. So maybe she stitched it. So I got lots of other ones, but those were my favorites.
Mm-hmm. I never win anything. And there was a raffle. We were all given tickets for the raffle. And there was a table, and you could put, like, your little tickets in and everything. And there were some jokes over that. That was really funny and everything. And so I ended up getting this week's dye work package.
Twice.
I won twice. Like, I thought, oh my God, if I win a third time, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Because I never win anything, right? So I got this Weeks Dye Works, and I didn't know that Weeks makes wool. So anyways, that's super cool. Oh, there's so many things I don't even know about cross stitch or anything. Okay, so Weeks Dye Works. Here's another package that I got with thread and wool. Super cute.
She won twice, people.
I won twice. I couldn't even believe it. I'm glad I didn't win a third time.
And Kim won too. What did she win? Did she win the bag?
I can't remember. It was so overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Our first retreat was amazing, and it was because of Arlene and McKenna. So thank you.
So I know we've gone on 22 minutes talking about the trip that probably people that weren't there are sick of hearing about. But we are not going to show everything we've bought because
it's too much.
We'll show it as we stitch it.
Maybe every time we do a video, we'll show something new that we like.
So, but we will show a couple things that we got. Some of our faves. Yeah. That's the next segment.
Oh, is that the next segment? Sorry, are you segueing?
Well, I'm just trying to keep us on track.
Yeah, you're right.
So, do you want
track?
Do you want to show your favorites?
Yeah. So my favorite thing that I bought, and I bought it in New Jersey. I don't even know if I paid like American rates for this. Is the app, the X-Stitch app, because I went a little nutso on shopping at every shop, and I like just bought all my favorite stuff, and then I get back to the one shop, and I'm like, I like this pattern. Lots of times.
We're sitting on our bed because we would because we spend a lot of time together, but then we went and did our own things. So we reconnected at night because we shared a room.
I bought the same pattern twice. Like, this is crazy.
This looks familiar. She's like, what do you mean it looks familiar? Do you have it? I said, no, I think you do.
Right.
She bought it earlier.
Right.
At a different shop.
Yeah, a little out of control. So I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. So that's why she bought this app.
So I bought the X-Stitch app because I was complaining about it. I'm like, oh my God, have you guys ever done this? Have you ever done this? I'm like, yeah, we've done it a million times. So get this app and you're good. And I won't even tell you how many patterns because I'm too embarrassed. So.
A stitcher never says.
Okay. So the pattern. Sorry, I'm not.
She said she was organized.
I said I was organized. The pattern that I bought twice was this one. Welcome Spring by Brenda Gervais. Sorry about the glare. There's too many to do about that. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Super cute. Loved it so much. I bought it twice. And I bought all this called for, especially floss.
But you didn't call the floss twice.
You're going to see a theme with me. I actually, I'm getting I didn't buy the called for floss twice. That's right. So I gave the other one to my mom because I bought her a couple of things and so did you. So
she has to come to my house to get them though.
Yeah, well I gave her mine already. But remember I did the blackbird design and I went on and on about, I don't need to do the specialty floss. Oh, you know.
Yeah, she's like,
go to New Jersey, go to my first retreat. I'm all about the specialty floss now. So, like, I bought a lot of skeins of specialty floss. Okay? Here's another one. Oh my gosh, Glendon Place.
This is cute.
Oh my gosh, Web of Stash. Like, this is so appropriate. Web of Stash, Glendon Place.
Read it. Go ahead, read it.
It says, eek, I'm caught in a web of stash and I can't stitch out. Hello. Like, that is happening. I don't even know when it's happening, but it is happening. And look, I bought all the specialty weeks for it.
That's quite a bright green there.
I know, it's gorgeous. Oh my god. I can't wait.
Salivating.
Like, I'm showing you only the patterns that I've kitted up. Like, I have so many other ones. Okay, Sam Sarah Bachelor Buttons. It was done at Expressions in Needleart.
The
Canandaigua. Needleart. One of our faves. Everything's our favorite. And I bought all the specialty floss for it. Because. And the picture doesn't do it any justice. Another one. All the flosses.
Oh, I showed her this one.
Garden Rose by the Victoria Sampler. I got this from
Expressions in Needlework.
No, did
yes.
I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And no.
Where'd I get this from?
That's from Golden Threads.
Yes. It's from Golden Threads. The only reason why I'm taking it out is because... Oh my gosh. And look at all the little vegetables on there. And it says, inch by inch, row by row, going to make my garden grow. And I bought all the specialty floss for it. Because, obviously... Right? You can't really... I don't know. It doesn't really do it any justice. But when I stitch it, you guys are going to love it.
So you only bought the thread. You didn't buy the fabric.
Right. I didn't buy fabric because I have
that would be crazy.
Right? Because at Needleworker's Delight, I bought lots of fabric. I have lots of fabric.
Yeah.
No shortage. Right? And plus I need an excuse to go to the shop again.
I got lots of fabric.
I'm not done.
I know. I'm just not showing it. I'm just...
Oh my gosh.
Alluding.
That is really nice, that Zegwart one.
Oh. You're not
that'd be nice for this one. Okay, so I got Pomegranate Santa, Plum Street Samplers.
No, it would drown out. You'd have to change the pomegranates.
Well, yeah. I can't do that. I bought all the specialty floss. So...
But Smoky Pearl would work.
That's nice.
Just got the floss in it.
Yeah. Right? Like, why just...
That's why you need stash of fabric.
Plus, the color works. I got every single one.
This is cute.
I said at one point, maybe I just get a couple of the floss.
Where'd you get the pattern?
Oh, look at this one's calls for a lot of floss. I don't even know where I got that pattern. I don't even know. I'm losing so much track. I'm losing my mind, really. I hope I stitch some of these things before I die, because it's going to be very embarrassing.
Them.
Okay, so this is an all through the night pattern. May 1st. Or may I? May I a small house and large garden have? And it was stitched at Needleworker's Delight, another amazing shop, and there's too much glare.
No, it's working.
But
that's a lot of floss.
That's a lot of floss, and I bought every single one that it calls for.
I had a picture. I was taking a picture of the aisles at Needleworker's Delight. So we're in a group chat with a few people, and I sent it yesterday. I said, "Shh, a stitcher in her natural habitat."
Yeah, I was in my natural habitat.
Because she was looking at all the floss.
I didn't know you took that picture of me.
Well, I didn't mean to take it.
I wish I took more pictures at the retreat. We was in shock. I was in shock most of the time, to be honest. That's why. Okay, so this is filigram, and
I was the one that told you to buy this.
Strawberry plant. Okay, so we're flipping through the patterns. I'm on one side, she's on the other, and we're literally flipping. She goes, "Oh, look at this," and I'm like, "Oh my god, sold! I'm buying it!" And I put it in my pile, and then afterwards, I'm looking at my pile, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is $46," but it's $46 because it comes with all the dinky dyes. So there.
She's like, "Maybe I can live without this." I'm like, "No, you need to have it."
Well. Oh my god, isn't that so cute?
One of the threads are called strawberry ice. Like, come on.
I've never stitched with dinky dyes. And, never say never, because I'm doing it.
I felt like we were going
and strawberries?
We were going through all of the...
I'm getting all excited thinking about all this again.
All of the baskets. And I felt like that Big Bang episode where they're at the comic book store and they're like, got it, darn it.
And then I'd find something and I'm like, "Kim, look. This is so you," and she'd be like, "Oh my god, give that over here." And yeah, it was so much fun.
Stitchers really shouldn't shop together.
Okay, so
she's still going.
Okay, so that's what I bought, and then I also have 2 big piles pile 1 and pile 2 from the attic needlework shop from McKenna. Thank you, McKenna. So thanks to McKenna, she brought.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, she brought a pile for me from my latest pile from the attic. She brought it to New Jersey, and so, anyways, this was in the pile, and so I bought all the floss for this. It's not Forgotten Farm. Witches are in the air. Look at that. It's all black, and I'm gonna do it all in anchor. And it's super Halloween-y, and I love it. I hear that pawing at the door.
No, it's Mike doing the litter boxes.
Oh, and then I got a prairie moon all around the maypole, and McKenna's got this pattern. I don't know if maybe she sold it. I don't know. McKenna, do you still have this? So prairie moon all around the maypole. And I recently went to a store because, like, right, there wasn't enough shopping in the retreat. I recently went to the store and I got the linen and all the thread. So, I'm not going to pull it out and show you. When I stitch it, you'll see all these things.
So those were your faves, right?
No, they're not my favorites.
How forceful she was.
No, I don't have favorites. They're like children. I don't have favorites. I just have
favorites.
No, like if I don't have favorites. No, I don't have favorites, but I have loves. Oh, just a minute. This is a disaster. Down here is a huge disaster. Okay. I bought some things that weren't kind of related that are my favorites. I have to show.
Okay.
I know this is a lot. I'm sorry if this is just too much for you and you unsubscribe. Okay, so this is
That's why there's 1.5 speed.
Yeah, these counting pins. Aren't these so cute?
Is that what they are, counting pins?
Well, I just read it now. Counting pins. I just saw them and thought they were cute pins. But I have lots of patterns, and I haven't even shown you because it's part of my other stuff that are like sewing notion-y related. So I bought those because I'm like, oh, just in case. And then where did they go? Sewing. I got these are so cool. I'm not gonna take them out of the package, but these are so cool.
Specific pattern?
No, just because. And they're like little scissors and spools and thimbles and adorable.
Are they flat on one side?
They're flat. You like put them on. They're not for like pulls. They're for like amazing stitch pieces. And I have a pattern from McKenna that is, maybe I shouldn't have shown you this. It's like these little eggs, and they're going to go on a pattern that I got from McKenna from the attic.
Is it that snap one?
Yeah. Oh, and this is so amazing. Felicity Stitches, Jen showed me this. It's this little, I got this at Needleworker's Delight, and it's this little, maybe in a Stitch With Us video, I'll show you how it works. It's like a little, I don't even know how to explain it. Jen had to show me. She showed me how to use it.
It's to tuck your tails.
Thank you, to tuck your tails. And I actually haven't used this yet, obviously. It's still in the package, but. Oh, and at the retreat, can we show it at the same time now?
No, you show yours.
This is my first scissor fob, everybody. This is my very first one, and I'm totally late to the party. And it's purple, and it's my favorite color, and there's a heart on it because I love New Jersey. It's from New Jersey.
One of the attendees had made them for everyone.
Yeah.
And they were all different.
They're all different. Sorry, I thought you were going to say something. And I love it. It helps me to know where my scissors are. And if you don't have a scissor fob, I highly recommend that you get yourself a scissor fob because I'm hooked to down. Mm-hmm. Are we still filming? Yeah, we are. We're still filming.
Imagine if we weren't.
That's me. Take it away.
So, well, because she just showed her scissor fob, I'll show mine.
Oh, and those amazing scissors.
Excuse me, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Can I introduce my own things? I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm just so excited. This is
my first.
Is it Friday yet? Like, oh my god.
Scissor fob. On my brand new, thank you very much, scissors.
Oh my god, these scissors.
They're Bowen.
Show them snipping.
They're Bowen scissors, and one side is flat. Wait, let me see. One side is flat, so you can really go up close to your fabric.
I'm so glad you bought those scissors.
I did too, but not when I saw the price of them. But again,
got to the point where we were just buying stuff.
Like I said, and my scissor fob, I did not even trade with anybody. Matched my new scissors because the scissors were from Expressions in Needlearts in Canandaigua.
It was so meant to be with that chain.
Yeah, and then I got my
Scissor Fob
tippy with the blue.
So glad you bought those scissors.
And
because now when I buy a pair of scissors,
some of my...
I don't feel so bad.
I don't have very many scissors. So some of my faves.
Oh, those are so cute.
Expressions in Needlearts.
You showed me this in the hotel.
Expressions in Needleart. It is Halloween by Sarah. Just Sarah. And let's see the glare. And it's come with the little buttons. And I have never seen anyone do this. I'm covering up the price because the buttons were in there. But it's like a little Halloween town. And it's a big one. It's 278 by 263. But definitely love that.
That is a big one. Let me see.
And then I got a few Madame Chantilly's, but I really like this one. It is the bear
that
and
is so
the tree.
you.
And I realized that there's a couple of them. I got a couple of Madame Chantilly's. And then another one is, I really like this. This is by Chessie and Me.
Oh, I like their patterns.
The Journey. And this is a photograph, so that's why I took it out of the bag. And it's two little houses. And it says, the journey began with a single stitch. VGA Sisters in Stitches. So what I'm going to do is, the journey began with a single stitch, and then I'll probably do Stitching Social in 2017 because that's when we started it.
Well,
but it's two little houses. But the thing with this pattern, and I don't know.
Can I stitch that with you? Let me.
How big is it? South?
Yeah. How big is that? Anybody want to do south?
Oh my gosh. The problem is that it's really kind of tricky because
the pink house is so much more fun than the gray house. The gray house is like,
it's 77 by 155.
You know what?
But the problem...
Can I make a purple house on mine?
But the problem is, you really have to do the instructions because it's like, outer bore is a 4-sided stitch using 1 strand. The next one is inner border is a long arm stitch using 1 strand. So it's all the different types of stitches and the different kind of
look how fun the pink house is. That pink house is like so fun. Is it focusing?
But the thing is,
to practice. It's been so long.
It's pretty easy instructions.
What store did you get this at?
This is from...
Does it say on the bag?
Expressions in Needleworks.
Oh my god. Again, this store.
So, like, for example, this is just a portion of it. But, I mean, the instructions are pretty good with all the different kinds of
there's
stitches.
beehives on it for those of you who love beehives.
Yeah, bees are in. So that's one of my fave. You can put it back together.
Yep.
And then I also got from my McKenna order from the attic by the Bay Needlearts, the Nubble. And I know one of my people I follow on Instagram just finished it. And I know Pam from Just Keep Stitching has this. And I'll probably do it 1/1.
I love By the Bay Needleart.
Yeah.
So much that I bought 2 more.
And this is pretty small. It's only 92 by 59. So I'll probably do it 1/1.
What's it called? The Nubble?
The Nubble. It's a place in Maine, I believe. A real lighthouse. And the woman who is on my Instagram that just finished stitching it actually had a photograph of the real Nubble.
Oh, that's really cute.
And
that's nice.
I think that's all I'm going to really show because I got a lot of different things. I did kit up from a Stitcher's Garden in Fayette, Halloween at Hawker and Hollow. I actually bought the called for fabric. I have only ever done that once. I did Halloween Town by Primitive Hair with the called for fabric from Italy. That was pretty cool, getting the fabric from Italy. So this is be the first time I've done called for, and she had it. She had the called for in the count I like.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Should I?
Those are full coverage little squares, eh? Not big squares.
Unless maybe I'll show this. I've showed this in the last video. From Benny Stitchy, I got the Cinderella, because I'm stitching all of these. When we get to the whips, you'll see.
Oh, that fabric. Is that Ren?
No, this is Country Mocha, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I'm doing my own conversion. I wonder if this will show up.
Oh, yeah. Well.
No, not really. I'm doing my own conversion. The black's not in there either, or the white. But
yeah. Oh, that's really pretty on that. It doesn't do it justice showing it.
no.
There's the white.
So anyway, but I think that might be, if I don't do it next, I'll be doing it soon. So that's all I'm going to show, because we're already at 39 minutes, and you'll just have to come back to our next videos, our future videos, to find out other things we've got. But I do want to go back one more to the retreat and show what we got at the giveaways. So this is my giveaway that I received. I was the recipient. It's gorgeous. And I don't know the fabric, the pattern name, and I don't know the stitcher. I know what you look like if by chance you watch our videos. I know what the stitcher looks like, and we did that Saturday night, and I meant to find her on the Sunday, but she must have already left, so I didn't get a chance to thank her. I love it.
And she's gotten it professionally framed.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
And I don't know if you can really
beautiful.
see, maybe by this way.
It's super puffy.
It's really nice.
With gorgeous buttons on it.
So she stitched a companion piece for her friend that said summer. So, if anybody knows the name of this pattern, I'd love to know, because I'd love to stitch the other seasons.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Probably can't do it as much justice, because this is pretty fantastic.
At least, but you don't put them out at the same time. You can switch them out, so they don't have to be framed the same way.
Yeah. And it's like a country frame. It's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
So I was the recipient.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys, it was so funny. So part of the exchange game was that you could steal, right? So anyways, so Alison, her number gets called, and it was all by numbers. So it wasn't like McKenna and Arlene would call your number, and then if you wanted to, you could pick from the table, or you could go steal somebody else's. It was a limit on how many times something could be stolen.
It was done well.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So Alison's walking around. What do you want? What do you want? And then, or what does she want? And then you had said to the
Emily Seabag.
So it wasn't that.
No, it was one of the Emily Seabag from Electric Possessions.
You stole it from somebody.
I stole it from somebody. I think did I steal it from D? I think I might have stolen it from D.
Yeah. And then
I knew I wouldn't end up with it, but this is supposed to be like a fun activity.
So she's like, oh, Canadian, something about Canadians. Oh,
no, I said, well, us Canadians aren't known to be polite.
So then McKenna goes on the speaker. She goes, "That's okay. You're being deported on Monday."
That is true.
That was funny.
And I was deported. So show them what you got.
Oh my gosh. So I stole this, and it had been stolen once before, and then I ended up with it, and no one could steal it from me. I was so, because my number wasn't being called, and I thought, I said to Kim, I'm like, oh, Kim, I really, really want that. Somebody else got it. And I'm like, oh my God, I want this. So this is from Lisa Kindred Stitcher, and in this little bag,
which she's made.
No, she didn't make it.
She made it?
It's a wrap sacks, and it's like individual, like it's a special.
Yeah, I was giving you credit for something.
I don't think so. I don't think you made this, Lisa. But this is such a cute little bag. Like,
I feel it.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this. Like, first of all, so cool to have met Lisa.
She's very sweet.
And then to win her small. And this isn't a small, okay? Like, this is so special. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this. So look, it's a needle book. And I don't have anything that is a stitching that's American, and look,
we're Canadian. But I think I want to stitch something. I would love to stitch Lady of the Flag.
Oh my gosh, look at this. So there's like this
I would stitch Lady of the Flag.
Adorable tag on thing on. Will you stitch Lady of the Flag? That's big. I'm hearing you. I'm just also thinking about what I'm going to say about this. Amazing. So look. So she's got a red button. And how appropriate, because we're Canadian. Red. Really. And look, she's got a needle and a thread, and the thread is hanging out there. And I gotta open it so slowly. Oh my gosh, guys. I panicked when they called my number. I'm like, Kim, who is the one that has it? Because I said to Kim, if my number gets called, I'm going for it so hard. And I got it. 2018 on it. Look at that. Like, this is not small, Lisa. Like, this
very detailed.
Is so detailed. And in the inside, she's lined it with fabric, and then there's these felt. There's for needles, and then there's these awesome scissors in here.
Were they in there?
Yeah. These red scissors.
Those are so
I've
cute.
got a thing for scissors with a little
need
heart
a red
pocket,
scissor fob.
and then a spot to put some more pins. And oh my gosh, this and her stitching is gorgeous. It was so fun, that exchange. Emily C won mine. I did a motif from Rosewood Manor pattern, and I did it in the called for Valdani floss. And I filled it with walnut shells and backed it in some like velvety type thing. It was small. It was about that big-ish. And it's funny how things, it matched her shirt. It was funny. Like, it was so much fun.
It was good.
I had to put my stitching down to watch this all go down, you know, because you had to remember.
So,
thank you, Lisa.
yes, thank you, everybody. It was fantastic. We would have been happy with any of the stitch items. They were so on point.
Oh, so at our table, Lori.
I think we had the best table.
Yeah, we had a great table. We jumped around too. We talked to lots of people. At one point, you were gone talking to another table. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. So Lori from Once Upon a Stitch, the very first time we get there, first of all, if you ever go to retreat with Lori, sit at her table, because she brings all the snacks, and she just puts the snacks all on the table, like Costco size huge things of pretzels and chocolates, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. So anyway, so Lori, and then she comes around and she drops a gift into my bag, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have a gift, like. But anyways, so Lori gave us this really cute little card, handwritten card, and inside was my favorite MCG textile fabric, 32 count raw natural linen. And she watched our videos and she knew that this was my favorite. Lori, I thanked you in person, but thank you. You're the sweetest person ever. And
yeah. We made some really good friends, people, because we're all friends because we all watch each other. And even if you don't do Flosstube yourself, you feel like you're friends with everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, we feel like we're friends. And
yeah, we're sisters.
I mean, no, I meant we feel like we're friends with other people that we watch and whatnot, even before we did. So I brought a pattern for Lori, and she brought one for me.
Yeah, you guys traded.
So we traded. It was totally sweet. So the carriage house sampling.
Lori had this done, and it was on the table.
Yes, and she made a little amendment to Missy Moo right here that I think I am going to do as well. And that's the pattern there. She even gave me fabric for it too.
Oh, Lori.
Very special. So I think I am going to do this next. I have to get the DMC.
What calls for DMC?
Or needlepoint silk conversions. I don't think...
Right, or needlepoint silk.
I don't... Actually, at needlepoint silks, NPIs were not as expensive as I thought they were going to be. Because we saw them.
Maybe look at 1, 2, 3 stitch and see.
Because
that'd be nice in needlepoint silks. I took a pan of all the finishes. I should post that maybe after.
Well, what we did was we did some videos on our tray down, and might mold them together. Anyway, but you know what? We're already at 48 minutes.
Yeah.
So we haven't even talked about our whips or our finishes. Should we stop the video and do a separate one?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You're the boss.
Oh, please. No way.
The boss has got to make the other person feel like a boss.
We did really well on our trip.
Yeah, I go on another trip with you in a heartbeat, and I would tell you if I wouldn't.
We had to check ourselves a few times.
Really?
Well, driving.
Yeah, driving.
We were both really
It was a long
tired.
drive, and it was just like, okay, are we there yet?
Yeah. At one point, you were like, well, because I get stressed. I need to know what lane I need to be in advance, right? But the problem with you Americans, your roads, sometimes you exit left and sometimes you exit right, where here in Canada, mostly always your exits are always...
That's not an American thing. It's just we didn't know where we were going.
No, our exits, listen to what I'm saying. Our exits...
Sometimes are on the left.
Rarely.
So rarely, okay.
Rarely. But this time it was equal. And
Don't
I was
blame
just...
it.
Oh yeah,
blame
because
it
that
on
was
the
the other
country.
thing. We drove my car, which was fine because it was more comfortable. We were supposed to share the driving.
We're supposed to share the driving, right?
And I even said to her before, do you want to go out and drive around in my car like the weekend before?
No, I
and
said,
you're
no, I can drive a car. It doesn't matter.
She's like, I'm an old bag. I know how to.
I'm an old bag. I can drive any car.
I can drive any car. So I was driving, I think this was hour 10. And I'm like, oh, do you want to switch? Oh,
it was getting dark, and it was after she hit the big pothole.
I don't
and
have
I'm
my
like,
glasses on.
My glasses are in the back. And
she didn't drive.
You know what? I said, you're doing a good job. You just keep doing that.
And it was very stressful because I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm cranky, and the transport trucks don't
everybody drives
signal
really fast. And
I was even talking to my husband's uncle, who is a long distance driver. He says, "Oh yeah, in the States they don't even signal because." Like, this is, like, proof, right? Because he's a long-distance driver in the States, so he knows. Yeah, they don't look. They just assume. They'll win if there's an accident. So, their truckers don't look. And at one point...
Through the Poconos. And there's a lot of dead deer on the road. And I'm like...
Tons of
she'd kill me. We would
kill.
never be going... She'd dump me out the door if I scratched her car, dented her car, hit a pothole. Oh, yeah. You would have. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm picking my battles. I am not...
We missed.
I'm like, no. She drove the whole way. She drove the whole way there, the whole way home, and I'm like, no, I'm not driving because if I wreck your car, I'm
well.
dead
If you
meat.
told me that might have made me feel better while we were driving. I just think you didn't want to.
Pissy with me?
No, I just was tired. And
when she dropped me off at my house, she didn't even help me with my bags. She's like, here, this is as far as it goes. You're on your own now.
Whoa. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. So
okay, I should have taken a video of that.
No
proof.
We were literally around the corner of the house, and she's like, it is 70 here, speed limit. And I'm like, I said something to you. I'm like, we're going the speed I'm going. You're going to get home. She's like, well, I need to get home to my family. I'm like, well, I have a family too. So I think that was, like, we had reached our max, I think, of driving because it was way too much. So we did too many stops, too much shopping. But your speed limit, too, because we do... kilometers an hour, not
lots of people
miles per hour. And at one point, your speed limit was 75. That's 120 kilometers an hour.
And people are going faster than that. They're not going 120.
No.
Or 70.
75.
75.
But I'm like, I got foreign plates. I ain't getting a speed limit. But anyway, going back to what we were saying, we really did well.
Yes.
We spent time together, but we also did our own thing. You went out for dinner with a few people, and I stayed back because you were
ready for dinner, and I was always ready for a meal. Always ready for a meal.
And it was really good. I think we would do it again.
Yeah, for sure. We would do it again. Mm-hmm. For sure. And maybe next time we go on a stitchy vacation, we'll do our own little vacation, our own little route, and maybe I will drive the next time.
There you go, yeah, because I
did get a new car.
She just got a new car. But, yeah, that would have been... I'm just thinking about how
I had visions of like having a cat fight in the hotel. Like,
well, you never
we're
know.
adults, but you never know. Like, we've never stayed in a hotel together.
We
and
are so
you were
close
awesome in the hotel.
Thanks. So were you.
And then we sat there at one night. Okay, so we went on Thursday, and then we didn't get there until midnight, obviously, because we had issues. So then on the way home,
shopping issues.
So then we stayed at the end of the retreat. We helped clean up. We went out for lunch, or out for dinner, lunch, whatever, with McKenna and with Emily C. and with Arlene, and we walked to Jesus Pizza, go check out McKenna's video. That was so much fun, and that was such an awesome meal. And then we go back to our hotel room, and we're like toast, right? Like, and we even stitched a little bit before McKenna had to get on the plane. Yeah. So, because we left on Monday. So we were sitting there watching our own iPads and like doing our own stitching. It was amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah, because we had brought things downloaded on our iPads to cast onto the TV.
Yeah.
But then we discovered, because our Canadian Netflix is different than your American Netflix. There's licensing differences.
Yeah.
And we discovered when you sign in to the Netflix, it automatically gives you the American content. You guys have awesome stuff. So
I know.
We couldn't decide on anything to watch, so we're just like, let's just watch our own thing. So we each had our headphones on, and we were just
sitting there stitching
together but separately
on separate beds, and
I can't remember what I watched. Oh, I watched this like indie movie.
Did you watch the whole movie?
Yeah.
I watched
really good. True story. It was good.
Call the Midwife.
You can watch that here though.
I know. I realized that after.
I chose an indie movie.
Anyways. Well, I think maybe we should end the video like we said. And I don't know. I could go on. We'll be talking about the retreat for a long time. It will be forever in our memories.
I think we spent 54 minutes talking about it. Like we said, we'll show you other things that we have got. I didn't even talk about the fact that I bought a stand.
Oh, yeah. So at the retreat, she says, "Okay, Jen, if I go to the
I've never called you Jen.
Jen, I don't even know what you call me. Why don't you call me Jen? Can we talk about that?
No, it's weird. You're not Jen.
Well, everybody else calls me Jen.
I don't.
Doesn't Mike call me Jen, or does he call me Jennifer?
No, my husband calls you Jen.
Mom and Dad call me Jen. Anyways,
is Ben?
I don't know.
No,
I don't even know. And I introduced myself at first. I said, "Hi, I'm Jennifer," because that's just what Mom and Dad call. I don't know. I'm Jen. That's what I'm going by now. That's why I sign everything Jen. Anyways, so she says to me at the retreat, "Okay, so check
before we go to Needlework."
Because I was eyeing up Jen Felicity Stitch's Needlework 4 stand.
Liar, pants on fire.
Well, we were both eyeing it up because she did an amazing video about it.
And referred back to Organic Grannies, who also
we were like obsessing about this stand for a while. So then we see Jen there, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'd love to see your stand."
Oh, I didn't even go look at it. I just said.
So she says to me, "Okay, we're gonna go to Needleworker's Delight," and she said, "Okay, Jen or Jennifer, whatever you called me, if I get there and I want to buy one of those stands, you tell me to check myself." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Okay."
I don't know where I came up with that expression of "check yourself."
It was hilarious. But so I laughed, and I'm like, "Okay." So we get to the store, and I want a stand, she wants a stand, and Myra wants a stand, who's our new best friend as well, who does not do Flosstube, who needs to do Flosstube.
She was thinking of it.
She's thinking about it.
So anyway.
So, I said, "Alison, check yourself. You want a stand?" She goes, "Yeah, actually, there's one left." Yes, I did say that to you, but you were in so much of the zone.
I didn't even hear it.
You didn't even hear it. This was like our second or third trip to Needleworker's Delight.
I didn't even sit down at Jen's and try it out.
I did.
I didn't.
Well, I didn't try it out, but I watched her.
I didn't. This was the stand. I read about it. I did some research. One of our LNSs does stock it. They could probably have ordered it.
Needleworker's Delight gave us 15% off, and that's awesome.
That covered my currency exchange and a little bit of the tax and the fact that I got it. You don't have to get it mailed.
Yeah. I was thinking about buying it, and he was going to mail it to me, but I had to check myself because I didn't need to buy a needlework stand. And I thought about it over the last couple of days of the retreat, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. Anyways.
I bought it. And you know what? It was a fantastic purchase because it is so good. So it's the Needleworker 4, and I bought the Q snap holders.
Go check out Felicity Stitch's if you're interested or wondering what we're talking about. Felicity Stitch's Flosstube video.
And then I taught myself how to stitch two-handed. And Lisa, who was sitting at our table as well, she does not do Flosstube, but she's active in the community. I was struggling with it a little bit, and she said, "Have your dominant hand underneath." I'm like, "Oh," so I tried it opposite. That was the ticket. That was great advice because now I stitch with my dominant hand. I'm right-handed.
You stitch faster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah.
I opted to not buy the stand.
True.
Only
to buy all the floss.
Only to buy all the floss. But not because I didn't want to buy it. Because I clearly, that was not an issue. I was buying anything I wanted. I didn't want to buy it because realistically, I need to pick my stitching up and go to the basement sometimes, or go outside, or go here, go there. Sometimes I'm putting it in my bag to come here. I just can't foresee myself fiddling with a stand. And I know it's not very fiddly once you get it all hooked up, but having to move the heavy stand and then worry about what your outlet situation is where you're going to be moved to. And I don't know. I opted to check myself.
Plus, you also knew that it would be beneficial to see how I like it. What if I hated it?
Sure.
And then you could try it out.
No, I'm game for going all in. It's just more, I think when I got thinking about it, I was just thinking it's a little excessive for my needs and how I stitch at home for right now. Mm-hmm. Although I do like stitching at a table, but...
Just got to shiver.
Anyways, we have lots of other stuff, but we've done enough talking, and it's 59 minutes and 27 seconds here. Sorry.
And We didn't even say what day it was. Today is the 21st.
21st.
Of
I wrote
June.
it down.
I
Our
can't
ninth
believe
video.
that. And you know what? I hope that everybody at StitchCon is having a fantastic time. For us, we had a great time at a retreat, and we will reiterate again what we said earlier and what other people say. If you have the opportunity to go to a retreat, it really is fantastic. We were just sitting around at breakfast, and we were talking with Megan about just different, and some other people as well, about like people get this obsession, and it's twofold hobby. It's the collecting of the patterns and the acquisition, and it's the stitching, and then you got the finishes. And there were people from all different ages and from different parts of the world, because we had some people from Ingeborg was there from the Netherlands, and
to see some of the pieces that were on the show and tell table stitched, that, I mean, we've been watching Flosstubers and Stitchers stitch these things, and then we get to see them in person. It's like
pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Here we weren't going to ramble about the retreat because there's tons of videos out there that talk about it, but you know what?
It's our
we
channel.
had to get it out.
Yeah, we had to get it out.
And I hope that everybody who comes back from StitchCon also shares what they've done, because that's a bigger retreat. That's like 150
people. There were 80 people in New Jersey,
which
was a lot.
80.
There was a lot of people I didn't even get around to talk to or anything. It was pretty cool when somebody ran up to us and like, "Oh my God, you're Stitching Social!" Like,
yeah, that was cool.
I was thinking, "Oh my gosh, you know who we are?" Like,
yeah. But then also the reverse, seeing others. Like we met Lori, we met Caitlin as well, a fellow Canadian.
Yeah, who's living in the States.
Big Apple stitcher. She's fantastic.
That was pretty cool. We got a cute picture of all of us.
Yeah.
And then there was a stitcher from Edmonton who came with her friend. So yeah, it was amazing.
And we met Kim through this. We talk about her a lot. She's a local stitcher, and we've already got together once.
A few times.
Then. A few times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And many more to come.
I haven't...
Stitchers are our people.
Yeah, I haven't been stitching, but talking
we
about
have a couple
this.
family. I just have to say something. So I was
Hi,
at
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hi, Amy. Amy watches our videos now too.
Amy watches too?
Yeah. So I was at a family barbecue, and then my cousin Sarah, hi Sarah, says to me, "So what's this Flosstube that you do?" So people that don't do Flosstube,
So
really?
she comes up to us and she says, "I had no idea you were Flosstube people or celebrities or something like that."
No, we're not celebrities.
No, but the way she posed it, because she didn't know about this world of
So then she starts. So she doesn't do cross stitch. Her mom did cross stitch. She knows what it is. I guess it's a hobby that she doesn't really get. She doesn't really get. A lot of people don't get it, so that's fine. Whatever. She can appreciate it. So she watched all her videos, and oh my God, I tried to convert her. I tried so hard, but Sarah,
she got so excited.
You're so stubborn.
She thought when she showed a little bit of interest, I
ran, and I
was about to say something that
don't say that.
I won't say, but she got so excited that I'm going to convert.
You know what? Have anybody done that? Have you tried to convert somebody?
I am. Oh my goodness, yes. So a lady I work with, she is a stitcher. She's slowly getting back into it, and I have introduced her to Flosstube, and she's collecting patterns again. And
but that doesn't count.
No, it does, because we are going to start a sewing circle at my work, because there is another girl. Yes, there's another girl that I work with. Maybe she watches. I don't know, April, if you're watching. She
April,
crochets.
If you're not watching, you're missing out. You need to watch us.
She follows me on Instagram, so it's possible she knows what this is. So she is a really good crocheter, and she expressed interest in cross stitch. I'm like, I'll teach you if you want. So I think
Can she come to our next craft night? What's her name?
April.
April, come to our next craft night. I want to convert somebody so bad.
Well, she's my convert, because
okay, well, we can. Yeah, okay. Can I watch? I just want to be a spectator.
So we're going to do a lunch in our boardroom. I'm going to find a project for her to do, and I'm going to teach. And then the other's going to do it as well. And we're going to have stitching on our lunch in our boardroom.
That's good for the brain. That's good for the mind to do it on your lunch.
I think if you can crochet, I think crocheting is hard because it looks like my hands don't do that.
So she wants to do cross stitch.
She said she'd
hook
love
her
to
up.
try.
Oh my god,
so
that's
I'm gonna
great.
try to find a simple, basic pattern.
Sarah, we're coming for you. I'm coming for you. I want to teach you how to do cross stitch, but I don't think it's your thing.
So, but yeah, we should all try to convert somebody.
Yeah.
And what's that acronym, Stitching in Public, the Stitch Mania is talking about? Because I'm stitching at work, and that is a new concept of this whole stitching in public. So, yeah, we're going to stitch in the boardroom.
Lips are dry.
Okay.
Okay.
Hour and 5. So, we might do another one.
Yeah, we might do another video about all of our whips and some other things. So, thanks for staying with us. Thanks for listening. Thank you for all the comments about where we've been and everything. We're here.
We're gonna try to go back to how we were, because I think we did well. It worked for us, our schedules. It's just it's the summertime and things have come up and life, as we keep saying. So we will stop this here. We will see you back for Flosstube 10.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Happy stitching.